Yo, true, it is the It's a Me channel. As a matter of fact, I need to do an opening. Y'all ever make YouTube videos, and so you gotta make an introduction? Cause if I don't do an introduction, then I gotta put in a stupid joke every time, and it doesn't always work out. The jokes aren't always funny. So instead, I'd rather just do an actual introduction for what I feel like may be one of my longer videos. Anyways, welcome to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 6 Grand Finale. We finally have every single DLC track in the game and all the base stages as well. So, what better thing to do than to take a look at our, what is this, like 9 years worth of Mario Kart? Can you believe Mario Kart 8 is going to be 10 years old by next year? It's ridiculous. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and see how every track is in the game. And of course, we're gonna start from the very beginning. I'm not gonna start with the DLC, no point, right? But let's just go ahead and hop right into it from the very start. For the sake of time, I am doing 200cc on every track imaginable. Must you pick violence so can't we all get along? I mean, feel free to recommend. If you guys feel like the ratings of these stages should go down, feel free to type it in the chat. I will most certainly be adding it to the video if I can. Peace is never an option. Absolutely true. I feel like we shouldn't allow guns in the stream, but that's all right. Also, why am I getting all picky? No, wait. I was gonna play Diddy Kong, but no, let's not do that. Let's just get all the good stuff out of the way. There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now that's what I'm cooking. 96 tracks. That's a pretty good deal, all things considered. Most Mario Kart games don't even make it to like the 32 mark. Most of them do nowadays. But yeah, what is this, Mario Kart Stadium? Mario Kart Stadium is, in concept, I love the idea of Mario Kart Stadium, because it's just, Mario Kart has been, you know, just a big property for such a long time, that it's nice that they're like, oh yeah, you know, we should make a place that it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's for Mario Kart. I mean, it's stupid that it's just the one track, because, you know, Mario Kart's always been about going to other places and such, but hey, I just love the idea of being in a stadium specifically for Mario Kart. And it's fine, you know. I think it introduces the zero gravity pretty well. You know, you're kind of just easy right here. Like, this is all basic, plain and simple. And then you jump on here, and it's zero gravity. The one thing I will admit, all things considered, is that when you're in zero gravity, it hardly feels like you're in zero gravity. It doesn't feel like you're defying the laws of physics. You're kind of just still, like, moving. So I wish there was a way for them to, like, better convey that message. But I'm not sure how they would do it. Like, again, because it's like, it just feels like I'm driving on the road. It doesn't feel like anything's changed. So, that's unfortunate. All things, again, this is just a very, very subtle track. Little shortcuts, nothing too crazy. At least nothing that I'm aware of. So, this is, I think it's solid. It's really, really nice. Especially for being, like, the premiere, like, instead of, like, Mario Circuit. It's like, oh, it's a whole new thing. So yeah, I think this is a nice track. I'd give it an A tier. A tier for Mario Kart Stadium for being a good stage. Also, the music is just fine. It could be because it's old, and you know, I just haven't really enjoyed it as much as I once did. That's fine. This is called this is the water park level, and I forget what the name of this stage is. But I think this one's also fine. It's not crazy, in my opinion. And I don't know, I don't want to call it generic, but something about it doesn't lend itself to stand out. I'm not sure if it feels unique enough. It's a water park, but it doesn't feel like a water park, you know? It kind of just feels like I'm going into a pool, and that's it. Like, this part right here is cool, because it's like you got a little carousel underwater, but then besides that, that's it. And then that's it. That's done. So yeah, so I'm not heavily impressed by this stage specifically. I think it's very kind of just middle of the pack kind of track. Like, it's fine. I have no big issues with it. You know, again, just introducing the anti-gravity and water section, so it's fine. Also, going underwater changes the music a little bit, and I love that idea. I love that concept. This Ferris wheel is also not a real thing. But that sign is. That sign is very much real. Okay, got it to me. They get blue shell, they get squirted on. Come on, man. Oh my god, look at the animation. But yeah, it's good. It's fine, it does its work. It's not a heavy lifter, mind you. Like, you don't ask people what their favorite stage is and expect this one to come up like ever. Like, this is just not one of those. It's not one of those tracks. Can I? Yeah. It's fine. Again, not super offensive. It's a little boring. It's a little bland. I forget that it exists sometimes. I'm giving it a C tier. It's all right. It's just okay. And the music, I don't even know. I don't even remember the music. At least I remember. At least I remember like Mario Kart Stadium, but this one I don't even remember what the name of the stage was. Sweet Sweet Canyon. Okay. Now we're cooking with a little bit of gas. Alright, so this one is a Candy Mountain of some sort. It kind of reminds you like of Candyland. Y'all remember the board game Candyland? Because I certainly do. My childhood almost. At times. I was just to board games a lot. So this is pretty nice. This like split, I've never really understood it. I always take the pink path, so I mean, it's there, but for what purpose? And again, it's good. Like, it's nice. I mean, I guess it gives you options of sorts, but it's something crazy. But I love the theming of this level, and I remember when this game first came out, this music was good. Like, I remember loving the music on this stage. Such a bop. I almost kind of wish that this stage came to Mario Kart Tour. I felt like this is a really good track for the mobile version. But it never did, and it's fine. Now that I think about it, just some random piranha plants at the very end. I don't know why they're hanging around, but I mean, they're there. Gingerbread people in the stadiums, and then the Yoshis, because of course they would be. Yoshis love eating food. It only makes sense that they're on a stage made out of candy. And I still stand by it. The music is still pretty good. So, yeah, I think this is one of the more memorable stages. I think people will remember this one. Like, I'm not sure if it's a stage that'd be like, oh man, I want this one in Mario Kart 9, but it's good. Like, I like this place. It's a nice stage. It's better than whatever that water park stage was, that's for sure. So, there's that. I can't tell if it's because I played on this stage for so long, or if it's genuinely just not as awesome as I think it is, but I'm putting it in B tier. It's good. I think it's good. I think it's especially better than the water park. I like it. Ooh, now here we go. Now this is a good stage. Now this is a good stage. Yeah, it's just the music. It very much makes you feel like you're in the ruins. I just love this music here. This wall, not necessary, but again, just a very cool thing to have, and it's like them. It's like, oh man, like there's zero gravity. Like you don't even need to go on these walls, but it's a nice additional option. It is probably a lot faster just to go straight forward right through the thwomps, but I always take the walls. I just think this stage is cool for it. It's like Mario Kart 8. It's like it makes use of the anti-gravity. You know, it's got the feature, and I'm gonna use it on this stage every time. I'm just gonna be on that wall every time, every day of the week. That's on me for once, or is it? And then I like that you can kind of just cut through the water. Like again, you don't even have to do the sides. Like I feel like this one actually does have options in terms of it's like I'm gonna go a different path, and it works. It just works every time in my opinion. I like this stage. This stage is great. Out of like all four of them in this cup, this has got to be my favorite. I love this shortcut right here. Okay, just a cool little skip. Nice if you have a mushroom. Kind of a knowledge check almost. It's like you have to know that it's there. This part right here, beautiful. I love this gliding section. That it just comes on like the second or third lap, depending on how fast you're going. It's so cool. This stage, thematically, it's really nice. I feel like it goes cool with the racing. Like, Sweet Sweet Mountain has a good theme, but it's not cool. Like, I think this is cool. And overall, yeah, I think it's overall one of my favorite stages, like just one of my favorite tracks in Mario Kart 8. I'd say bottom of S, top of A. I think I'm a little hard pressed to call it S tier, but I think it might just be because it's so old. You know, again, just came out in 2013 that it's like I may just be kind of bored of it a little bit after 9 years. So I'm gonna give it an S tier just because I feel like if this was me in like 2014, I'd be like, this stage is great. I'm wondering how long this is gonna last. I'm curious to know how long this video will take. 96 stages is a lot to go through. I will be going all Miis, by the way, just because I wanna use all the new outfits. All right, the flower cup. I didn't even get to see the name of the water park. I'll try to remember it next time, so that way I can just put it in there. Put a voice recording of me saying whatever that water park stage is. All right, this is the Mario circuit. This is what the logo is based off of, and this is why they called it Mario Kart 8, which I still think is the stupidest thing ever. They should have called it something else. I mean, they called Mario Kart 3DS Mario Kart 7, which I thought was stupid again. No reason to do that, but they did. And this one again, it's like the big issue that I have with Mario Kart 8 is that when you're on the zero gravity section, it doesn't really feel like you're on zero gravity. And there's no better stage to kind of highlight that than this one. Because this is like, oh man, you're going on this figure 8. It's like, it's almost like it's supposed to be like a remix of like the figure 8 circuit from Mario Kart DS, which again is a cool concept, but I just feel like the execution of it was just never been pulled off well. And I'm not sure if anyone else feels that way. It's like, I just feel like going in zero gravity doesn't mean anything to me. It's like, oh wow, look, I'm in zero gravity now. And like, it's smooth and that's cool and all. But again, it's just, that feeling of being in zero gravity isn't quite there. And so I feel like the stage is kind of just basic. It lacks a little bit of, I don't know, it doesn't stand out from other Mario Kart circuits. It feels like everything was pulled from New Super Mario Brothers. So that makes it feel extra generic, which is, yeah. I do like all the Mario Kart stuff around the area, but nope. Really, how many? It's gonna catch me because I'm slowing down. But yeah, I mean, again, the visuals are nice in this stage. It just feels generic. The music is all right. It's nothing crazy. And overall, it's just an okay track, especially for being like the titular track. It's probably not as good as I wish it could be. Could definitely be better. Does its job though. And again, this being the Twisted 8 to show off the zero gravity feature, it's fine. I give it a B tier. I gotta put down the phone when I'm doing this. Toad Harbor? Are you serious? Toad Harbor is like one of the best stages in the entire game, dude. This place is awesome. The theming of this is like so cool, dude. I just love the idea of being like where the boats are at, near the water and stuff. And like just going up, like it's like I can't even tell that we're going uphill. But it's like I realize that we have gone up in elevation once we start going downhill. And then that downhill section, so cool. This part is fine. I think like it's all right. Right here especially, it's like the wall, like I love riding the walls because like this makes me feel like I'm in zero gravity. Like that's why I like the wall so much compared to like just immediately going into like zero gravity and not noticing it. But the downhill portion right here with the trams, like with the trains and stuff, are they called trams or trains maybe? Who knows? Subways. Subways are underground, I think, so I'll probably be wrong regardless. But yeah, man, it's so cool. I love this market area right here that you can go on top of the canopies. It's such a cool stage. I love this place. And the music. It's just so nice. Just such a nice track. Such a nice track to be on. I don't think there's any day of the week where you could just be on Toad Harbor and go wrong with it. This is such a cool stage. Look at that. Oh, that's so sick. Just jumping over the trains. It's so cool. It's epic, as some would say. It is really nice. Whoops. Am I going to make this jump? Yes, I am. Yes, I will. Oh, and this part right here is also cool. Just again, splitting. It's like, it feels like there is a difference. It's like, oh man, it's like you want to go for the double item box, you got to take the longer route. So if you got a decent lead and you have a decent item, then yeah, you can just go ahead and get the single and take the shorter route, which is cool. I like when the split tracks actually make a difference in that way. I feel like other split tracks just don't do it. Like the one in Sweet Sweet Mountain or Sweet Sweet Canyon, like it doesn't feel like there's any difference if you go left or right. Here it does. It makes a big difference. So very cool stage, very easy S tier, very easy. There's no or there. It definitely just such a good stage, so good. Twisted Mansion. Okay, Twisted Mansion. I can see the vision. This is one of those stages that I kind of forget exist. And honestly, it might be a little bit better if they just called it Luigi's Mansion, maybe. I know there's like I've talked about this before, but I kind of wish that there was more stages that are based on like the video games, you know, the actual Mario games. And Twisted Mansion is literally just like a name pull away from it being Luigi's Mansion. Like, we have a Luigi's Mansion in the DS. I don't know why they just didn't make the jump and go with that here. So, I think it's a little bit of a misfire on the name. I'm going to have to dock it a point for that reason. It makes it just feel really generic. Like, I get why they call it Twisted Mansion. But it's like, I mean, yeah, cool, I guess. Like, I know I'm writing the wall there, but it's like, still, it's like you're on the carpet. Like, it specifically goes into it. So, kind of cool, I think. It kind of makes you feel like, oh man, you're in this weird mansion. Also, I always go right side. I feel like going to the left side is just straight up longer, and there's no reason for you to go that way. Music is fine. It's got that spooky vibe to it, and I like that. I don't know why, but I like when music has like that kind of ooh, got that spooky vibe to it. I don't know why. I'm a big sucker for music like that. It's not the greatest. It's not something that I'd be like, oh man, I gotta listen to this on my free time. It's nothing like that, but it's cool. I like having it here. I also like this Goomba just like gonna be. This water section, a little unnecessary almost, but again, just it's fine. I never go below. I always go top. So, and then this section right here with these armored knights slamming down the hammers, it's non-consequential now because it's like I'm used to it, but it's cool that they're there. I like that. I like that theme. Good stage. Again, nothing crazy. I don't know. It's like bottom of B, top of C. B tier. If the B tier gets a little nasty, maybe put in the C tier. Oh, Shy Guy Falls. Okay, Shy Guy Falls. Not gonna lie, kind of nice. kind of a good stage. And primarily, to get this started, it's the music. Oh my god, I love the music here. I wonder if I should turn up the volume. I'm wondering if you guys can hear the music, but music, it slaps, dude. Especially when the Shy Guys start mining. And the Shy Guys, they yearn for the mines. They just go, wink, 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 wink. And there they go. And this shortcut's cool. Again, just a very obvious shortcut that you can take. So, besides that shortcut, I feel like there's not much else that the stage offers. I like the theme of it. I just like the fact that it's like, oh man, you're on a waterfall. Again, putting that zero gravity to good use. Waterfall section, pretty cool. I kind of don't like it a little bit, but I like the idea of it. It's like, oh wow, it's like you go here and it's like, wow, look at all the boost pads. And yeah, just I like the fact that we're going down. I kind of wish it'd be like, I kind of wish it was like where it's like in a movie where it's like cartoon characters will just like look over the edge and then all of a sudden they're falling down a waterfall. Kind of wish it was like that instead of whatever we just did, which is like go up the fall and then go down. I'm sure there could have been a better way to like interpret this track with the waterfall specifically, but everything else I think is pretty good. Again, I just like, I think the whole like mountain cliff side deal, I like that concept a lot for tracks. So yeah, this is cool. Again, good theme. The music is great. I like this section right here. It's so cool. It's not like a shortcut cave by any means, but it's just cool. You know, if you glide hard enough, you will achieve your dreams. I'm not sure if it's an S. I feel like I'd stick it to A. Again, just because the anti-gravity doesn't feel like anti-gravity. I know that you're going down a waterfall, but it doesn't really feel like you're going down a waterfall, you know? It just feels like you're driving on very wet road. Give it an A. Top of A, maybe not, but I mean it's good. It has been 30 minutes for 2 cups. Oh God, what have I forsaken myself with? Let's get the cow fed on. So 4 tracks is an hour? Oh God, I'm thinking and 4 cups is about an hour. Divided by 4. 96, it's 2. Oh God, what? No. Wait a minute. I gotta be doing my math wrong. This might be like a part 1. Like maybe it's just all bass tracks, and then we jump over to DLC sometime later this week. If it's too long. Oh, Sunshine Airport. Oh, this is so good. Sunshine Airport has a great theme. The music is great. Again, I love the idea of running around in an airport and racing. So again, just thematically, I love it. Landing here, cool, just cool. I like that little strip in the air. It's nice. Good use of the anti-gravity for once, I feel like. It's like, oh man, it's like you're really up here. You're kind of just floating. I love this plane. Again, just being on the planes itself. Like this. Oh, this. I love this part right here. It's so cool. Just so cool. Kind of taking off right here. Yeah, it's like, oh man, this one is particularly good, in my opinion. Yeah, there it is. Bam, touchdown. Never mind. And there it is. Yeah, just absolutely. Like again, I think a lot of what carries a track will be like how it's themed. You'll often you see me referring to a stage and be like, oh man, the theme is so cool, and that's because it is. It's cool as hell. I think the theming of this track is amazing. Overall, probably one of the best tracks in the game. Just theming wise alone, it's just so cool. It's nice. Like I'm sure like a regular airport is nothing like this. I've never flown, so I can't vouch on the validity of that. But yeah, very cool track, very easy S tier, unquestionably, undoubtedly. Let's see. Oh, Dolphin Shoals. Okay, gonna keep it 100. I was originally not a fan of Dolphin Shoals. I thought that as a water stage, it kind of sucked. But over the years, like it's kind of the opposite. For most tracks, it's like where most tracks I'm like, oh yeah, I mean yeah, I've seen this track so many times that it's like I'm bored of it. Dolphin Shoals has had the opposite effect. I used to not like this stage, and now I'm kind of a fan, honestly. The pipe section is cool. This eel from like Mario 64, awesome addition to the track for no reason. And then bam, slapped with fucking jazz out of nowhere. Just a beautiful rendition. And the music is good. It's fantastic. And then you got to dip back into the water, and it's fine. Listen to that jazz. All right, and then we're out of it. I love the transitions from music from like the regular non-watery music to the water music. It's really, really nice. And again, just Dolphin Shoals in general, like the jazz part of it, it's good. Like the music is just fantastic. So I can't say enough about the music because the song heavily carries this stage. But I mean, even then, it's like for being a water stage, I feel like a lot of water stages that, you know, a lot of people are like, oh man, kind of sucks. Dolphin Shoals kind of doesn't have that problem. I feel like it's a really cool theme. You know, it's just kind of like this water cavern that has an eel from Mario 64. You know, again, just kind of straight up having references from Mario. And then this pipe section is just being able to jump all over the place. It's nice. Again, I've grown to really much like this stage a lot. Now, it's good, but how good is it? Is it S tier? I think I'm gonna wobble it between A and S right now, just because I don't want to clutter up too much in the S tier. Like, I don't want to just start handing out anything in S. For now, I'd say stick it to the A tier because it's really good. But this is definitely top of A, but not right there on like the verge of just being S. Maybe other people can like persuade me otherwise. Who knows? I don't know what people think about this stage, but it's pretty much just right there. Like, it might as well be an S. Electro Drome. The only track in the entirety of the Mario Kart series to only be one word. Which is weird. I remember people popping out for this one. They genuinely love this stage. And I'm kind of like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I've always thought it's just been okay. I think when something, I'm one of those people that when something gets too popular, I kind of like to hate it a little. So this is definitely one of those. It's just like, man, it's like, oh man, we gotta play Electrodrome, and I'll be like, I don't want to play Electrodrome, please. Like, there are better stages right there. Let's just go to Sunshine Airport or something. But I mean, I can see the vision. Like, I respect as to why people like this stage. It feels like a party in here. It's really fun. And then it's like, I just love the pipes, because the pipes are like, you know, they're kind of with the music, they're pumping. Just look at the dance in the background right there, man. It's so cool. And the track right here, just lighting up as you drive on it, and even just throwing like shells and stuff, I believe, will do the trick. So cool stage. This, I've always gone on the right side, by the way, so these two tracks don't make a difference. Again, per usual, having the split road for no reason, I mean, I guess it kind of helps. Like, having split roads in general just makes it so that there's less clutter. But, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference in my opinion. So, whether you're racing with like 12 people or 6 people, you're bound to get hit by something eventually. So I wouldn't count my blessings if I was them. And the music is fine. I've never been a big fan of the music for this stage. Again, it's just all right. And again, Zero Gravity not really doing much work here. It's like there's Zero Gravity just to have it, not because it really adds to the stage. So, yeah, kind of cool. It doesn't really feel like I'm in Zero Gravity. Yes, sir. Oh, wow. Genuinely bad. Yeah, not that great of a stage. I'm sure people can vouch for this stage, but personally, I'd give it a B tier. It's fine. The theming is cool. I think the theme of the level is what carries it heavily. Nothing else. I don't feel like the track is very inspiring. I mean, it's all right to drive on it, but it's something crazy, so it's fine. Theming carries. Everything else, no. Mount Wario. I got a couple of select words for Mount Wario, and I gotta say, again, it's just so damn cool. You start off on a freaking airplane, and then it drops you off, and then you kind of just dropped into this ice mountain, and it's like, and it feels dangerous to drive on it, and it's cool, and then you just section off into this cave. Like, what? It's such a sick thing. I love going through this part right here. Like, it just, I don't know. It's like something about going, like, from the mountain into the cave and then into a dam. Hey, so you start off on the mountain, go into the cave, and then pop out onto the side of a dam. And then from there, you jump into a forest. Like, there's so much happening in this stage. It's so cool. Like, damn, Mario, you own all of this? It's such a sick concept. I feel like a lot of snow levels may not get love, but damn, it's like you can barely remember it's a snow level with all the other stuff happening. And then the coolest section, you're just going down a fucking skiing section. Like, oh my god, a fucking raise and a big cheese, you know, a freaking kiss on the mouth for whoever made this stage, because this is brilliant all the way through. The music is awesome, just that big bang vibrato to get throughout. I'm saying words and not understanding what they are because it's just that good. And then this part where it's like you kind of just pop out, like, oh, your car just turned around, because it's like, that's it, that's the end of the track. It's so cool, such a cool track. S tier, easy. Maybe even the top of S tier. It could single-handedly be the best stage in the game if nothing else offers any serious competition. This is really, really good. Like, everything about Mount Wario it's perfect. It's just perfect. There's not a single part where I'm like, damn, screw that part. Okay, you know what? When you jump off the dam, I always go through the center, even if I have a mushroom or not. So the splits on the side, kind of stupid, but I mean, I can kind of see the vision. It's not too much of an issue, but it's all right. It's all right in my book. S tier, easy S tier. We're gonna have to do a lot of cutting for this one. I can't have just 2 hours of me talking about this, right? Surely. All right, the special cup. Whoa, well, if it isn't Cloud Top Cruise. Okay, so we're on a giant vine. And it looks like it's pretty flat on the ground, so... Okay, so you go from giant vine into the cloud section, which, I mean, yes. And it's... Again, just the music. It has that, like... It kind of has, like, that smidge of a reminiscence of, like, Super Mario Galaxy music. Also, you jump from the clouds onto an airship into a thundercloud section where the lightning will hit you if you're not timing your maneuvering right. And bam, you glide out of the thundercloud into a vine that comes out of a giant question mark block. Now that's a Mario reference, and I like Mario references. It's so cool. Thematically, it's the best in the game. In my oh so humble opinion, it has to be one of the best, like, themed stages ever. Like, it's so cool. Like, oh my god, you hear that? That Gussie Garden Galaxy, that Mario Galaxy, the sense of orchestra into the immediate metal shift, it's perfect. This stage is so easy to rate, it's not even funny. Such an S tier track, I couldn't even wait for the end of the entire race. It's not even that long. But man, it's good. It's so good. This could have genuinely have been in Mario Galaxy, and I would not have batted a damn eye. Like, it's just... It's nothing to do with Mario Galaxy, but it might as well be in there. They could have been like, oh man, make a Mario Galaxy 3 and add a Cloud Top Cruise. I would have been like, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just right there, dude. It's right there. It's perfect. This is like the Mario Galaxy stage I've been wanting and kind of got in Mario Kart 8. It's so good. It touches me on my heartstrings. It's glorious. It's perfect. It's just perfect. What is this place called? This is called Dry Ruins, if I'm not mistaken. And I know, and I'm a little familiar. I'm familiar with all 96 tracks in the game. Dry Ruins, though, I will play this in person, and I get groans. I get people like, "Oh no, not Dry Ruins." I'm like, it's not that bad. I like this part right here, especially like the bone wall that you get to ride on. It's really cool. I kind of don't like these little bumper things that give you a boost because it makes you feel like you're on Sweet Mountain again. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? Having the dry bones is cool. Again, just, you know, just a bone desert. I think it's really cool. Theming, nice. Music is all right. And again, I feel like so this part, like splitting off into two sections, like it's inconsequential. It doesn't really matter. This part here is the same. It doesn't really matter. Here, right here, I never go to the left. I always go this way. So again, it's just one of those tracks that splits off, and for no reason, because I will never go to the left, like just ever. Like it's been 9 years, and I went to the left when the game first came out, and have not gone to the left since. So a good 8 years of me riding that right wall. And yeah, it is all right. That is the official review of this stage, is that it is okay. So yeah, nothing crazy coming out of this one. Again, it's fine. I do like the stage. You know, if we get on dry bone ruins. What is this place called? Yeah, never mind. It's very much a definite B tier. Forgettable. Alright, the obligatory Bowser's Castle added for each Mario Kart. Bowser's Castle, well, for the start, there's a castle, so big ups to it. This section right here, it just kind of looks like the entrance, and I thought there would be more castle to it, and then it just kind of feels like a generic Mario stage here, which I'm kind of like, eh. I'm not for the vibe. This section I like. I do like these traps here. Kind of hitting the fly-in. And then jumps into this section, which this gigantic Bowser statue that is made out of rock and magma, and that's cool as hell. Now that, like the split track there, now that works because it's like the Bowser is punching on the, you know, each opposite side of the track. So I feel like the splitting of the track works there because it's like there's an actual gimmick to it. It's like, oh, like time, like you gotta time those hands and then pick a track, and then that's fine. That's good. These lasers here are so unnecessary. Reminiscent of Mario Brothers 3, by the way. There's Bowser statues that throw lasers in Mario 3, so cool. Big ups to them for adding an enemy from Mario 3. And yeah, overall, like this zero gravity section, not necessary. Fine, all things considered. Right here is cool because of the waviness. So it's like, again, he punches the ground and it waves. And I think that's cool. I like that section a lot. It's good. Really good. And this section here at the end is like the least menacing part about the entire track. It's like, oh, it's like after all that, and when he sets up a couple of boulders to try to squish you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, sure, like the boulders like can be detrimental, but it's like, wow, you throw lasers at us, you throw giant maces, a freaking giant statue made out of, you know, rock and magma to try to kill us, and this is your finals bid. Like, you just put in a couple of rocks to try to stop us. It's kind of dumb. Like, you know, after everything else we've gone through, like, you could have put this at the end, and that would have been really cool. So, thematically, it's cool. I mean, it's Bowser's Castle, you know. Like, how much can you truly do with it? It's fine. I like it. I like it a lot. It's definitely not, like, the craziest thing, because, again, it's just Bowser's Castle, so... But it's a good track, in my opinion. I like it. I like it a lot. A tier. Oh, music is pretty cool. But you know what? We're not even going to include that in the video, so it doesn't matter. It's fine. Music is good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the theming first and foremost. It's a Rainbow Road that's located near a space station. That is sick as hell. That is so cool. That's such a great idea. It's like they're like, we have to study why this like beam of light is so physical. Like, why can't these people drive on it? And then they're just here, and it's integrated into the track. It's amazing. I love the space station aspect to it. They did not do enough with the space station part of it. What the hell is this? Like, this part right here, like, I've always taken like that jump. So the split track in that area, not necessary. Very much not necessary. So again, just another splitting of the track that I just think is extremely dumb. I mean, again, it's just dumb. It doesn't need to be there. This part right here, I think is cool. I think this is like the coolest section of the entire map. And then it's like it doesn't matter. You always go right. You always go right. You see like how dumb it is to split the tracks. Like you always just go right, and then you just jump. Like oh, that's always been the case for me. So it's like it doesn't really matter there. Just fine. But I really like the space station part of it. I think that's really, really cool. It doesn't feel like a Rainbow Road. Like, it feels all more technological. I wish the road was more organic. I mean, how organic is it to drive on a road made out of rainbows? You know what I'm saying? But still, like, I feel like other tracks have got the vibe down, and this one just doesn't. Like, the vibes are very much off. They are not immaculate. And the music is cool. You know, I feel like the music does what it should. Pretty epic. It really feels like, oh, I needed those. Really makes you feel like you're on the last course of the game, right? And sometimes that part right there just doesn't work. Sometimes you're just better off not touching those pads. So, misuse of track in my opinion. So, um, I think it's a B tier and probably a low B, if not even a C, honestly. It's not that great. What? Yo, hold up. Hold up, I'm opening the door. Give me a second. I'm a little comfortable. At a perfectly good time to run one ad. And what did I do? I ran off instead. You know what? I think I will run an ad because I just got some food and I haven't eaten in a while. So I'm gonna take like 3 minutes worth of a bite. So give me a second while I run an ad. Hitting the BRB. We're so back. The Egg Cup. How long has this video been going for? Oh no, it's already been an hour. This is not good. Oh god, even at 200cc, I can't go fast enough. Yoshi Circuit from Mario Kart Double Dash. Historically, I think I'd say that Mario Kart Double Dash was probably my first, like, real Mario Kart. And I only say that because I definitely didn't play... I didn't have a Super Nintendo... I didn't get Super Mario Kart. I never got that. Never touched it. And then I never had a 64, so I wasn't able to play Mario Kart 64. And then I did get Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance, but that game sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't think it's very good. Like it was fine. It did its work when I was 8, but now I'm a little older than that, and I kind of understand what it feels like to play a good video game, and that's just not it. Like, it does not feel good to play Mario Kart Super Circuit. So jumping into Mario Kart Double Dash. So Mario Kart Double Dash was kind of when I really dug my heels into Mario Kart, and this stage was always cool as hell because the map is just shaped like Yoshi. And I'm just like, damn, I love Yoshi. Like, I love Super Mario World, and I love Yoshi, and I love this track for it. I was like, oh man, I was so smart. I'm like, man, like they made this track look like Yoshi. That's so cool. Problem is, you can't really feel the Yoshi. Like, you know, it doesn't feel like you're driving on Yoshi. It just kind of feels like you're driving on a road. But this is a really cool track for like drifting. It just got curves all over the place. Who knew that Yoshi was this curvy, dude? But yeah, Yoshi's got curves on him. And again, just the addition of, like, look at that bounce. Look how cool that is. Like, all that, just little tricks and stuff that you can do on this track. All the little cuts. Good stage, honestly. Music is fine. More reminiscent of my childhood than anything. I don't think it's great, but it's good. S tier. Personal pick. Personal S tier pick. It's not even, like, that great. Like, in my opinion, I think it may just be, like, a B tier at best. But by personal standards, it's an S tier. I love this stage. Okay, Mario Kart 8. Madness. That is not what I'm supposed to read. Excite Bike Stadium. Excite Bike Stadium. Very cool track. People love Baby Park because it's an oval. And I like Excite Bike Stadium because it's a long oval with a lot of ramps to it. You know? Like, it feels like you're not just driving in a circle. You're kind of fighting for your life on these ramps. And they change, like, all the time, so it doesn't get super stale. Like, it's nice being able to just, every time you enter, it's a different, like, variation. Even if it's not that many variations, it's still nice to know that there is variations. And I feel like this stage is just, it's good. The music is fine. I like the fact that it's obviously Excite Bike themed. I love, you know, racing on other Nintendo properties. I'm not a guy that's like, we need Super Smash Brothers kart racing. But I do like the other Nintendo series jumping in and, you know, being able to do their own thing. So I think this stage is quite cool. Again, the music, I don't think it's a personal favorite, but just listen to it right now, it's good. It feels like a nice remix to the Excite Bike music. And what better game to represent Excite Bike than Mario Kart, you know? Oh my god. So yeah, overall, this is one of my personal favorites yet again. I just think the stage is really cool, and I will definitely vouch for this stage. I think if we were to look at my my records, I think this stage is probably my most picked stage. So yeah, again, just another personal S tier. I feel like this stage is awesome. I love this place. Like, if I see it pop up on, like, on the, you know, you go online and you get to pick off at 3 tracks. If I see this one, I think I'm picking this one every day of the week. Getting more drink already. Dragon Driftway. Okay. I think I don't. Dragon Driftway. I used to not like this stage. Again, another one of those tracks where I'm just like, no, did not like it. I don't know why. Might have been a problem with me just not being very good when I first started playing this game. Which is weird, because it's like, by the time this stage came out, it was like DLC, so I should have been good at this game. I don't know, maybe I think I just found this stage too hard when it came out, but now it's just another Mario Kart track. So, yeah. But also, it's based off of a fucking Mario Galaxy 2 boss? That's cool. That's so cool. I love that. I love when they reference other Mario games, and this is just straight up you're driving on a Mario Galaxy 2 boss. You know, given he's kind of dead, or if not dead, at the very least, he's just stylized to look like the enemy. And it's more, and it doesn't give up the Galaxy vibes. You know, it kind of gives up like the ancient China kind of vibe. You know, got the red lanterns. The music's got I don't know what instruments they use, but I mean it's got those instruments. Yeah, it feels very much, you know, Chinese inspired. So I will say that the theming, while I like the fact that it is based off of that dragon from Mario Galaxy 2. Also, spoilers, or like, I guess notice, I have not played Mario Galaxy 2 in like ages. It's been literal years, so if I don't remember the name of this boss, it's just because I haven't played Mario Galaxy 2 all that much. But yeah, I feel like if it was more Galaxy inspired, I think I'd be in love with this stage. But because it's not, I'm not. And that's alright. It's fine. Like, the difference between this and Cloud Top Cruise is that this stage is like, oh, it shoves the boss in your face. It's like, look, it's from Mario Galaxy. But then Cloud Top Cruise doesn't do any of that, and it still feels like a Mario Galaxy stage. That's the big difference. Hey, good. Because I like the music. I didn't even explain it. It's an A tier track. I like the music, okay? Like the music, I like the track, I like the boss. A tier. This Mute City? My history with F-Zero spans to, I'd say, 3 things. I have played Captain Falcon and Smash Brothers. I have seen people wanting F-Zero to come back for a very long time now with no success. And recently I have played F-Zero 99 and I loved it. F-Zero 99 is cool as all hell. I feel like the racing there is awesome. And I feel like it's the only like battle royale game that Nintendo's made that feels like it deserves to be a battle royale. Like when you do Tetris 99, it's like, oh, you're just playing Tetris. You know, you do Pac-Man 99, I think it's the same thing. Super Mario Brothers was pretty neat, like Mario 35. But again, it feels almost very inconsequential. It's like, oh, it's like all these enemies are here. But with F-Zero 99, it's like, man, it's like you're really up against 98 other guys. Like you're fighting for your life. So yeah, I definitely feel like that. Like, I don't know, like I think I have more respect for these stages now that I played F-Zero 99. Oh. But overall, I mean, again, it's just cool having these crossover stages, especially with something from like F-Zero. The music is good, it's fine. It's gonna catch you. And I mean, I think I'd rather have like, this is definitely one of those stages that I'm just like, yeah, like I'm glad it's in here. Like I'm glad that we have this in Mario Kart 8. Like I like this stage. I like this stage quite a bit. I'm wondering. I think I'm gonna give it an A tier. It's not quite S for me. It's not like my personal pick at all, but it's good. It's really good. Plus, it's got this cool F-Zero music when you're done. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. Need more drink. I'm so thirsty. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I'm in the middle of a problem where I think I'm recording a video while I'm actually streaming. So it's like in these moments where I know I don't need to say anything for the video, I'm going quiet. And I probably should take the opportunity, you know, to actually say something. Because like with every other race that I'm doing, it's like, oh man, I'm talking about the actual race. And it's like, then I don't actually have time to talk about like my day or, you know, talk with chat. Maybe it's a bit of a misplay on my part. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe I should have just like made a video instead of streaming it, but I really wanted to just play Mario Kart on stream. And it's not my typical day to stream either, or my time. I don't usually stream at this time, and I don't usually stream on a Monday. But I wanted to. I wanted to really badly. Alright, Baby Park from the GameCube. Oh. Brother, it's been about 20 years. This game has been out since who knows when. I have played Mario Kart since who knows when. And every day of the week, I wake up in a cold sweat. And every time that I remember that this place exists, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Bro, you mean to tell me that we have an entire theme park just right around us, and you're keeping me confined to the circle? It's like, and to make matters worse, okay, so it's like, it's bad enough that in Mario Kart Double Dash, it's a freaking oval, and you can't enter the park. It's like, okay. Yeah, you just had to bring it back in Mario Kart 8. You had to make it look amazing, and you had to make it the freaking oval zero gravity. That does nothing to the stage. It would have been, you know what? I would have accepted if they had put a motherfucking split section. If they had put a fork in this stage, I would have been like, that's a little bit more unique. But no, they just kept it the same oval. They tilted the damn thing to 45 degrees. And like, man, and people love this stage because it's crazy. And I hate it. I hate this stage so much. C tier. I hate it. It's dumb. It's so easy to lose on this stage every day of the week. Definitely the most like the most basic stage leading to the most random nonsense that definitely causes me to lose. I'm salty. I'm mad. That's a C tier. Cheeseland. Cheese. Cheeseland, very cool. Made out of cheese. No rats. There are rat enemies in Mario, Mouser specifically, and even then there's like other mouse enemies in Mario. I'm not sure why there's no mice in here. It's like it's got like chain chomps, because chain chomps love cheese. Okay. Ah, boo, boo. Stage is boring, but I like the section right here. Just randomly, you can just kind of glide off. Yeah, if you run into the block of cheese, it's cool. I like the theme of it. Like, it doesn't feel like it's cheese. It just like, you know, it feels like you're in a desert. But the music kind of, I don't know. The music is almost kind of cheesy. Like, that sounds stupid, right? Like you can't make cheese in song form. But it's fine because the stage is cool. I like this place. It's not the greatest stage. I feel like it could do a little bit better thematically. Like, again, I think they should have added some like rats in here or something. Especially, I think this might have come out after like Super Mario 3D World. Imagine that. And the music actually is kind of like, it's like, oddly, it's like, I know I said it was cheesy, but it's also like awesome, like jazzy. It's like really cool. But I think all of this is just big band jazz. So yeah, I might just be stupid on that one. Pretty neutral stage. It's neutral. There's nothing overtly crazy. The theming is fine. I think it does well. Jesus. And I will let them explode. And the one shortcut that it has, I think, is a really cool shortcut. So good shortcuts. Whoops. Yeah, it's fine. This is a B tier. Easily just a B tier. Everything's just pretty mid on this stage. It's fine. I had to get up and go pick up the food that my sister ordered to be delivered to the house, because whoever delivered it just dropped it off like 12 feet in front of our door. And there was a cockroach outside, and it scared my sister, so I had to go grab it. And there was no roach by the time I got to it, so that wasted my time. Wild Woods. Okay. The one immediate issue that I have with this stage is that we're in zero gravity, and yet again, does not feel like it. I don't know. I think like the overall like zero gravity issue has to do with the fact that you should be paying attention to the surroundings, because like obviously if you look at the surroundings, like they're you know, there's some guys hanging around in a way that they shouldn't be, and the physics, you know, just does not allow this. But even then, it's like, especially on 200cc, I'm moving way too fast for me to be like, oh man, they're just kind of hanging there. Like, I'm focused on other things. I'm focused on staying alive. So yeah, again, just The zero gravity initiative that they're trying to take here just isn't working, in my opinion. A lot of Mario Kart stages have this issue, especially like in the base game. I just feel like zero gravity doesn't work as cool. Like, it doesn't have that strong impact that I feel like gliding and going underwater did in Mario Kart 7. But the music is like top notch. This has got to be one of the best songs in the entire game. So yeah, so I'm really happy with the music, the theming of it. It's like there's like this village inside a tree. That's really cool. Again, just Shy Guys in general are like they're cool enemies, and they can just kind of be residents. They can just kind of live there. They can just do whatever. So cool stage. This part right here, I like this lily pad section. This giant leaf section, and you gotta like jump on the freaking. Oh my god, you gotta jump on the boost to get to it. You know, you got to jump on the boost to go through the leaves quickly, and I feel like that's a test of skill and really good to place at the end of the map. So I like it. A tier, good. Well, actually, this might teeter on S tier as well. This is pretty good. A tier though, A tier because the zero gravity kind of sucks, per usual. Not its fault. I think the devs need I think they need to work out a way to make that better. All right, and then the Animal Crossing stage. I don't know what to say about this one. Okay, so the tree, like, okay, so this is cool. I like that the fact that there's 4 themes to this stage. So it's like you get spring, summer, winter, and fall. So I like that. And then it's like a random one every time. And then, okay, this is kind of cool actually. I like the balloon items because you just gotta pop the balloons and you get the item. So that's cool. You know, same thing in Animal Crossing. You pop a balloon, you get an item. And then it's like that. That's kind of it. Like, the museum is there, but it almost doesn't feel Animal Crossing enough. I feel like I need more. I kind of wish you like went into like a villager's home or something. Because it's like, I just feel like it lacks the identity that makes this Animal Crossing. Like, it says it's Animal Crossing. And only because of the fruit. Only because of the fruit, you know? If it wasn't for the fruit that fall off the trees that give you boosts sometimes, which again, really cool. I almost feel like I used to be like, yeah, this is like a random track. It just lacks that Animal Crossing identity, and I kind of don't like it for that reason. But the music is good, especially this variation. This is that winter jazz variation. Do you hear that? Nice. I should probably turn up the volume on that. I could have done that in post edit. If I just recorded it normally. But yeah, this is nice. It's a nice cozy stage. I like the fact that it changes seasons. And even though like there are obviously, it's very much obviously like, yes, it is Animal Crossing, but I think it needs more Animal Crossing identity. It just lacks that identity. It needs more furniture for less, more Animal Crossing for my Mario Kart. A tier. Okay, so I got some shrimp fried rice because I just love rice of the fried variety. And man, they give you a lot. One big box full of it. It's really tasty too. My sister got some noodles. And since our boxes were so big, we kind of like did a little trade. She gave me some noodles and I gave her some rice. And what a great idea that was. I love these noodles, man. They're so good. Okay. A quarter of the way done. An hour 15. So multiply that by 4. That's like a 5-hour stream. We double up. I think we do all of like the base game, and then I'll do all DLC tracks tomorrow. Moo Moo Meadows, is this a Mario Kart Wii track? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I play Mario Kart Wii. I'm kind of a big weenie. I like Mario Kart Wii. Probably it's hard to say it now, especially after all we have in Mario Kart 8. But Mario Kart Wii, one of the best Mario Karts to exist. Just fun, chaotic. I feel like it's just cool. Nah, chaotic. It's chaotic. Like you can't catch a break in that game. That game is a mess, and it's fun and it's just fun. This track though, I don't know. It's like you look at all the Mario Kart Wii tracks, and this is one of the ones that you picked. Where's Toad's Factory? Like, why not that stage, huh? Why Moo Moo Meadows? Music is good though, very Moo Moo-y, very cow-like, and I enjoy that. I think that might be a. Is that like a violin that's popping off in you know, in the orchestra? It's good. Really did not get away from it. Yeah, but I like these cows here. Like, honestly, like, I know there's like, they're kind of like, it's a meadow full of cows, and I think that's funny. I like that idea. I like it a lot. I think it's genuinely funny that it's just a meadow full of cows, and they, you know, they stop you. It's a really good it's a really good what do they call it? Like a hazard. I like it as a hazard. B tier. It's fine. Got them fake J's. Okay. Mario Circuit from the Super Nintendo? Okay. Okay. This one. Now this one. Okay, so let's start with the music. Music is good. It's just a remix of the music from the original, obviously. And it's a good remix. I like the music. It's a vibe when you race. So, oh my god, look at him. It's a vibe when you race, so I think that's cool. Just adding like this glider here, very cool. Unnecessary almost, in my opinion, but it's cool to have it. I like gliding a bit. Having this like little pit stop here is fun. It's just fun. But undoubtedly, my favorite section has got to be this part right here, and it's like, it's stupid and it's pointless. It's not needed, but I like it because it's like every time you like get on this track and you see the opening animation, it shows them lifting up that section, and I'm like, damn, that's so cool, man. Like, I don't know why. I think it's cool to see that these tracks are alive, and it just works for me. Like, this is another one of those, like, it's like, for me, this is like a sleeper pick. It's like, if I see this, I'm like, oh, you know what? Damn, that is a pretty good track. Like, that is good. And then it's like, I'll pick it because it's a nice track. It's just, it's cool. I think it's a cool, keep on saying cool. I keep on saying nice. Is there any other way for me to describe the track? It's fine. I like it. I like it a lot. Put this one bottom of A. Because I think it's good. A good, I think it's a good standard as to how the tracks for, if you have a track from the Super Nintendo, this is a good way to remix it, in my opinion. I feel like that's what you should do to update it if you want it to be very faithful. All right, Cheap Beach from the DS, I think. And so I think that adding this was a pretty good idea. Like, you know, you can interact with the water a lot more in a game like this. And so it's nice having it. Like, look at that. Bam, in the water. Bam, and back in the water. It's so cool. There's that sense of freedom when being on this stage. It doesn't last too long, obviously, but it's cool. I like that. I like the idea that you can just dunk yourself into the water, and then it's like, it's part of the track because that's just how Mario Kart is now. And music is good. I like it thematically. Again, another one of those stages that I just did not like when it first came out. Like, when the game first came out and I saw this, I'm like, bro, this place just sucks. I would avoid this like the plague, dude. I just did not like the stage at all. But now, no, it's good. It's good. I like it for being a beach-themed track. And all the crabs are kind of just there. And this section right here can get really chaotic. So I do enjoy it. It's like, it's just kind of a tight like hallway almost. But yeah, not much more to say on this track. I didn't really have a lot of, I never played Mario Kart DS in its entirety, so I don't have a lot of memories, especially not with this one. Which is weird, because I heard that Mario Kart DS is one of the better Mario Karts just because of the mission mode. But, like, I have it, I haven't gotten around to playing it or anything. I don't know. Like, that itch to play Mario Kart DS just isn't there. It doesn't exist. It's not alive. Middling track. B tier. Fine. It definitely would have been like a D tier. Like, if you would ask me in like before the 2020s, I definitely would have been like, yeah, this track sucks. That's a straight F tier. This track is not good, but no. Definitely changed my mind now. I don't know why. I think I enjoy just going into the water in this stage a lot. Like, that's a choice, you know? Like, going into the water is a choice there. Okay. I like Toad's Turnpike here because it is a drastic change from what we saw on the 64. It almost feels like two different stages. It's like, yeah, it says Toad's Turnpike on the 64, but I mean, the identity is almost lost upon me. Like, this does not feel like Toad's Turnpike on the 64 almost at all. And I can't tell what it is. Like, it's the same freeway, but I think it's just that one was, like, more closed. Like, it wasn't as wide, I think. And there's just more cars here. You know, the trucks are missing. You can glide and jump off a lot of things, go on the wall. There's a lot of additions to this specific track that I think, I mean, it's a positive. The only thing that I don't like is that it really doesn't feel like Toad's Turnpike on the Nintendo 64. The music is there and it's good, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it just loses that identity. It really does feel, it feels like its own thing. They could have made this, you know, it's like, oh man, this is we're just doing a new highway track, and I would have been okay with it. But yeah, it besides it like not feeling like Toad's Turnpike, it's good. I like it. I like it a lot. I want to get in, and I like the walls again. Again, any section that lets me ride at the wall, I typically like using. I know that at the end, I don't ride at the wall all the time. It just depends on where I'm at. I try to keep the inside drift, so I won't always approach the wall in that situation. Like right here, like you see, I'm holding like the inside. Oh, again, being able to jump off of these is cool. Cool idea. I love that. Yeah, you see, it just depends on where I'm placed. So I don't always ride the wall at the end, but at the beginning, usually I will. Good track. I like this one a lot. A tier. Don't think a lot of people will agree with this one being one of the better ones, but I like it so much. And again, it sucks that it loses the identity that the Nintendo 64 variation had. It doesn't feel like the same track at all. But it's really fun to play in Mario Kart 8 right now anyways, so. Not like I care too much as to Mario Kart 64 and how it is. That game is a completely different beast anyways. So, if it feels different, there's a good reason for that. Alright, where am I? Because I think I'm only going to do half of the tracks today. Whoa, get back there. I'm only doing half of the tracks today, and then I think tomorrow I'm going to wrap up the other half, which is this all DLC. Okay, so this is a retro stages. Got it. So yeah, I'm kind of making my way. And then hopefully by the end of the week, I can have a video out. Ah, the finger. Oh my god, all these... Look at all the emojis you have. Okay. I'm locking in. I like how that I have like the bones showing. Alright, dry desert. Again, another GameCube stage, and it doesn't feel like the GameCube level. It feels very, very different. But the music very much lends itself to that desert feel. I like this giant pit right here. This quicksand is really cool. Adds a lot to the desert theming. This is an oasis, and this is awesome. I don't think this is in the Double Dash variation. So adding this because you have the underwater mechanics and knowing that it's just going to pair very nicely with the desert theming is cool. I like that a lot. And very cool for a desert stage, and honestly, not bad. I like that these pillars will fall and then turn into ramps for you to do a trick off of. That's amazing. Lovely addition to the tracks. So I like that a lot. I mean, I'm avoiding it because I want the coins. But yeah, again, right here, this is so cool. I love this part. Great addition. Just do a couple of tricks off of the hills or off the water. Pick your poison. Either way, you're going to have a great time. And I think the last thing I really want to talk about with this stage is these pokies, as they're called. So with the pokies, they'll go into like, they'll like curve themselves. And I never have had the need to like go under them. I feel like it's a waste. Or it's like, I feel like the potential of getting hit is greater than you getting whatever is underneath it, which I think is an item box for a coin. If it's a coin, definitely not worth it. If it's an item box, Well, I mean, I can see that. I can see why you would go underneath. But yeah, besides that, everything else is pretty solid. This is a solid track, all things considered. A tier. Good. It's really good. Yeah, A tier is gonna get clogged up, guys. A tier. A lot of these tracks are good. Like there's no other way to get around it. It's like Nintendo just designed good tracks to play on. Donut Plains 3. Okay. Oh, they're saying hello. They're waving and saying hi. Yeah, so Donut Plains 3 from the Super Nintendo. I got another remix track that I just saw. I'm like, yeah, like it's pretty good. I like this section. It's like you jump into the water, and then it's like you don't even have to follow the track. You can just keep on going this way. Bam, another route. Like, I don't think anyone ever takes that route, but it's nice to know that the option is there. Like, it kind of makes it feel like it's worth having, you know, the water, you know, how you can go underwater. I like that mechanic, and I feel like, you know, because of that, it makes this track a lot better. Like, you go here, you jump on the water, bam. It just, like, it doesn't do anything there, but again, just cool. Very, very cool. You go under here, bam, under the water again, and you don't even have to get out. If you don't, again, just this section, oh my god, look at all the freedom you get with this stage alone. Very, very cool stage, in my opinion. And the music, I think, is fine. The theming runs a bit... It's a little generic, because, it is Donut Plains from Super Mario Kart. So I think a lot of the Super Mario Kart tracks, or anything like... I feel like anything Super Nintendo related is going to be a little generic, which is unfortunate. But that is okay, because I think this one does a really good job of modernizing it and making it feel like its own thing. Like it doesn't. I don't know too much about Super Mario Kart. Like, I can't talk about losing identity when I don't know much about the tracks at all in the first place. But it's nice to have it here, anyways. Good track. Good Super Nintendo track. Give it an A tier again. We're gonna have to separate like the A tiers into like A pluses, A minuses, and then A, and it's gonna be really dumb. Wonder how mad people would get with that. Royal Raceway from the Nintendo 64. I like Royal Raceway on the Nintendo 64 quite a bit, and for one reason only. I'm just like everyone else. I'm a nerd. I think that having the castle be like a separate thing that you can just drive up to. Oh, it's bliss. It's so good. And the music is fantastic. Also, look at all the cherry blossoms here. Oh, I never noticed the effects. I guess I was just too wrapped up in actually racing in the game. But you look at all the cherry blossoms and all the pink petals just kind of going around. Again, music is good. I feel like I like this section right here. You know, you just get that drifting on. And the ramp doesn't feel as epic as it does in Mario Kart 64, I think. I think the gliding, for some reason, like the gliding, like just takes away from that. It's like it's supposed to be this big jump. And in Mario Kart 64, it's like, oh man, I just made this humongous jump directly to Peach's Castle. And then you go here and it's just like, bam. Smooth landing. So yeah, it doesn't have that same feel to it. It's not epic to jump from there. It's like, oh, it's just, you're gliding again. But this track is just so full of life, man. The confetti, the petals, all the toads, and just being cheerful. All the, like the lake is like full of activity too. This stage overall is like, it's like engrossing. It's like it's so good to just be in. Like there's just so much happening and it doesn't feel dull, but it's not also like in your face. It's not intrusive about it either. This place is very, very active. It's alive. And I enjoy that a lot. The vibes itself might actually raise this to an S tier. Like, now that I'm, like, playing it, you know what? Yeah, actually, sleeper S pick, honestly. Very good. Very good track. S, low S, but S. Very good. Like, I wasn't even thinking about this as a contender for, like, one of the best tracks in the game, but it's just that good. Like, everything about it just comes together, and it feels really nice. Okay. Alright. DK Jungle from the Nintendo 3DS, based off of Donkey Kong Country Returns. I'm not sure how people feel about this, but it almost feels like it suffers the fate some other Mario tracks that kind of just, it's like, oh man, they have all these generic things from New Super Mario Brothers Wii. It almost feels like this stage kind of suffers the same way. It's like, oh, it grabs all this stuff from Donkey Kong Country Returns, and it makes it feel a little generic, in my opinion. And the music, you know, it's Donkey Kong music. It definitely feels that way. This Ancient Temple section, really cool. I like this giant banana here. These guys are pretty nice. But, you know, now that I think about it, it's like the further that we go along into, you know, just the older that we get, the older that Donkey Kong Country Returns gets, and the more I forget about the enemies that are here. And so it's like I see the enemies, but I'm just like, oh man, like that's a Donkey Kong reference. Like I don't feel that way. Like I feel like they're just here because it's like, man, we just released Donkey Kong Returns on the Nintendo 3DS or on the Wii U. Put this in Mario Kart 8, and they did, and it's like, wow, that's cool. It doesn't have the same effect. It's not timeless. So I think this stage suffers a lot because of it. It was really cool seeing it at first, but it's like now in 2023, like it again just it's off. Like it doesn't feel that way anymore. So I think this stage loses a lot of that factor, a lot of the X factor, a lot of the, oh man, this is awesome. Like you can stick Diddy and you know Funky Kong in here, but it wouldn't feel the same way. But yeah, but besides that, it's a solid track. Like just you know, racing on it, I like it. It's fun. I never go down there, by the way. I always come up here. So again, a little weird. Like it doesn't matter if I have a mushroom or not. I just always go that way because I think ramping while gliding is cool as hell, and that track does it. Again, right here is like a split section. I think this is one of the few split sections that I think works well. It's like if you are like being ballsy and want to make that jump, go ahead, take it. You know, there's definitely an advantage to it. You know, you go a little faster. But if you want to play it safe, then go the long route. And so it's a good split. It's a good fork in the road. A, low A probably. I'd say closer to B. I don't know, like it's fine. Like I just think again, it doesn't have that. It doesn't pack that same punch that it once did. Yeah, man, this ain't nothing to me. I mean, all these races, I don't know, like I would love to do all 96 of them like today, but I'm not sure what my time limit is, and I'd like to relax a little before I have to get back to work tomorrow. And it's not like this is a job or anything, you know. I'm doing this for fun, and it is fun. Playing through Mario Kart is fun as hell. But I'm thinking about like the editing portion of the video, and that's kind of what's gonna be like, oh man, like you gotta work on the video and edit that video. I could just toss this to someone else. Maybe someone else can make this for me. Get someone else to do the editing for me. It's not that hard. I could probably get someone else to do this. Maybe. We'll see. I just need him to be quick about it. Because I need to strike, you know, I need to strike while the iron's hot, as they say. Wario Stadium, I think this is from the DS. Again, I don't know too much about the DS, but it's here now. And I like this part right here, these little bumps. Very cool. Rings of Fire. They're just all very Wario-esque themed. You see the giant Wario statue in the back. This is a really cool gravity section right here. And I don't know why. I feel like this section actually does do a lot for it. Like, it's like, it just feels like so insane. I feel like we need more Wario stages in Mario Kart games because Wario has some of the best tracks. He's got Mount Wario. He's got this Wario Stadium. Wario Stadium on the GameCube. That track is massive. It's one of those like tracks that is just like, oh, it's 2 laps only because it's just so big. And then there's also Wario's Galleon from Mario Kart 7. I love that place. And then what was the other one I was thinking of? I think it's Wario. It might be called Wario Circuit or just Wario Stadium again in the 64, and that's one of the best tracks in Mario Kart 64. So it's like Wario out here just consistently having good tracks. It's awesome. But yeah, the music is all right in my opinion. Nothing insane. While driving around this track again is also cool because it's like you're just like it's like you're dirt biking, and it's cool. I love that. I love that concept of just being able to like dirt bike around. And then again, it's like this part right here. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's like you see where it's going. So it's like, you know, you get that feel that you're going up. Like, it's very noticeable. And this water section, like, it doesn't need to be here. Like, it really doesn't. Like, it's just there. So, it's fine. Another A-tier track. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's fun. It's just fun. Like, sometimes a track will be carried by, like, all the elements around it. It's like, oh, the music is good. The theming is good. Like, you know, the environment is awesome. But it's like, then there's some tracks that don't even need that because they're just fun to race on. This is simply one of them. Like, Wario Stadium is just fun. What is this? Sherbet Land? Sherbet Land? No. What is sorbet? Is that the ice cream sorbet? This is another Mario Kart Double Dash track, so I'm familiar with this one on the GameCube. This section right here, really cool. I like the fact that you can just jump in here, and then it's another cool route. I can't tell if it's faster or not, but again, it's cool. Like, I think that one is really, really cool, but I don't see any reason to use it. I don't. I usually go on the ice where the Shy Guys are at. Ow. Ow. This section is cool. I like these freezies. They're enemies from the Mario Brothers arcade game, so that's cool. That they're just here, kind of chilling. That gliding section is nice. Yeah, but I prefer to usually just go out this way. I don't usually go down there. I feel like just coming this way and seeing the Shy Guys. You know, just the Shy Guys are skating. They're having a good old time. Plus, you can get a nice trip this way. So I usually prefer to just go on the ice rink itself. And yeah, and it doesn't go, it's not anything wild, it's not anything crazy. This stage just does what it sets out to do. Like, there's nothing very, I mean, sure, Sherbet Land, because it's cold, I guess. I like this underwater section. I don't usually come this way either, but it's nice to have it there all the same. And yeah, this is a fine track. The music, I don't, like, it's nostalgic, but it doesn't do much more than that. I'm not crazy for this song. There it is. But yeah, it does have a lot going on for it. I feel like it's like in terms of like ice levels and snow levels, like it's just Wario, like Mount Wario is there. So I'm not losing my mind over it. You know, I'm not going crazy. I also never go over here because it's just fine though. It's fine. It's fine. It's another snow level. It's a B tier track. It's boring. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, dude, the Game Awards are coming up, and I voted for some of the games. And then I'm just like, damn, I don't know what any of these games are. I need to expand my horizons. And I'm like, nah, it's fine. I don't need to do that. Alright, Music Park. I like Music Park. Music Park is a good stage in Mario Kart 7. Music Park is not that great in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Especially on 200cc, this track is a menace to be dealing with. I do love the theme though. Like, oh my god, look at the xylophone tracks, brother. Like, that's so cool. And then you got this little, you got this drum here. I think it's a timpani. And just so cool. The theming is awesome. Oh my god, just giant music notes. Yeah. And then I like this part because it's like, you gotta tune it with the music. Oh, look at that. Boom. You get a nice bounce off of that if you time it right. So yeah, very, very cool section. I like the theming of the stage. The theming of the stage carries it hard. So I think this, it's called Music Park here, but in Europe, I think this stage is called the Music Motorway or something like that. And I'm like, damn, that's so much cool. Like that's cooler. Like, why would you call it Music Park? Motorways? Like that's such a sick name. Uh-oh. Adding the gliding section here is cool, and again, just making it like timing based. You gotta pick the right the right gliding ramp. Cool. I like the little additions here. I don't know. I felt like this level was a lot more impactful in Mario Kart 7 as opposed to just being here on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, you know what? Oh, God. the bitrate is garbage. I just saw. Oh no, this could potentially be really bad for my recording. I hope it doesn't turn out terrible. But I forgot that the bitrate is insanely affects how this looks. It would be a little sad to have it just kind of poop itself now. I would not like the quality of this video to dip. It's fine though. I'm not a big fan of this track here. That is a B tier. That is a B tier track. Yoshi Valley. Alright, finally, Yoshi Valley for the Nintendo 64 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a humongous letdown. Oh no, how could they have done this? This stage was so cool. And then it's like you go through the multiple routes and it's just like, damn, these routes kind of suck. They don't work. They all lead you to the same spot. And then there's a definitive way to get to some of these spots way faster. It's like you can't just take some of these routes because it's like, why would you? So it really ruins the whole concept of Yoshi Valley being like this multi-track, like canyon. Like I love the theme. It's like, oh man, it's like you're in this canyon, and it's like, you know, you can pick wherever, you can go wherever, and it's like you go, and it's like, damn, it's like it's slower. It's like, and it sucks that it's like 3 laps definitely isn't like enough to like show you all the routes, I think. But man, it is such a letdown because it's like if I have to race on this stage, like I have a definitive way to go. It could be, I mean, I could see it being useful. It's like you're like, oh man, it's like I want to get a better item, so it's like you go the wrong route to drop yourself and get a better item and then try to make them back. But that seems a little stupid. Like, I don't know, I just feel like that doesn't seem right. Yeah boy, yeah boy. Yeah, I mean, a cool track on the 64, and a much less cooler track here on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because it doesn't have that same mystery that Mario Kart 64 did. It's like you were on Mario Kart 64, and then that track would be like, ooh, what place are you in? And you just would never know. And it's like you're here, and it's like, oh well, it's not that great. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, so overall, it brings itself to such a disappointing, because it's like the concept is good, but the execution was poor. B tier. Although I gotta eat some more of this food. I haven't eaten. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm screaming right now? I am so sorry. I'm just hungry. Johnny is hungry. Oh my god, the little flagpole. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see, if I do another 2 hours, I end at 11. I'll probably stop at half. I feel like half is a good stopping point. All right, I'll do the base, and then I'll do all DLC tomorrow. And TikTok clock. I think this is also from the DSO. Let's see. What do I gotta say about TikTok clock? TikTok clock is a stage that is based off of Mario 64. So that's good. But there's two big issues when it comes down to that. And a lot of it is, I think I need to point this out because I didn't, and I'll probably make a little disclaimer at the start of the video, like just separate from this entire section, is that I'm basing this tier list off of what I like. I'm trying to be objective about it, but I definitely like to interject how I feel about some of these stages. You know, and then you can see that reflected on my tier list. It's like, I think a lot of people like Baby Park. I don't. I genuinely dislike Baby Park. It's such a like easy bottom tier map for me that it's just like, I just don't like it at all. And a lot of what happens with this stage specifically is that TikTok Clock is based off of a Mario 64 stage that I never played, and it was introduced in a game that I also just never played. So I don't have the same feeling about this stage that I think a lot of other people do. I think a lot of people are like, oh man, TikTok Clock, that's from Mario 64. Well, I don't like TikTok Clock in Mario 64. And it's like, oh man, this is a DS track. And I'm like, I did not play Mario Kart DS. So a lot of that excitement, I think, is like, because kind of moot. Like, I kind of don't have that same feeling that others will. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like, it's a track, all right. And the music is kind of whack. So B, low B. It would be a C, but it's not boring. It's like, it's pretty fun to race on. So it's definitely a B tier track in my opinion. All right, Piranha Plant Slide. This is a Mario Kart 7 track, and unfortunately, Mario Kart 7 gets a lot of bias for me because I love Mario Kart 7 because it was like I don't know, like I played Mario Kart like Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii all before it, and I played a lot of that, but I don't know, Mario Kart 7 was different. Like Mario Kart 7 hit different. Maybe I started thinking for myself when I was like 11 or something. Who knows? Like, maybe my childhood wasn't as extravagant as I thought, and so, like, maybe my childhood started once Mario Kart 7 hit, but despite all of that, the stage is just kind of okay. Like, it's cool. Like, I like the pipe stuff. It's cool that it's underground, and it's like, you know, the piranha plants are there, yeah. But this section's only, like, it's like a sewer system almost, and that's, thematically, that's pretty neat. I like this part a lot right here. Like this part, it's like, oh man, it's like you're going down into the water and bam, now you're in the thick of it. Like this section right here is probably the coolest, especially because you get to make this cool jump. Woohoo! Waha! Yeah, so it's like that jump is really cool, and then that's about it. There's not much more to the stage. It's not flashy. It's not visually like the most thematically cool stage, just because it's based off of pipes and stuff, and pipes are kind of basic in Mario. So it's an okay track. I wish these Goombas were blue, because we are underground, and, you know, with the Mario 1 stuff, you know, you got the blue Goombas occasionally. So, missing out a little bit, in my opinion. But yeah, overall, this track is just fine. Seriously, it's fine. It's not insane. It doesn't make me go, oh my god, the nostalgia. It's like, it's not even like that. I'm just like, yep, good stage. It works for me. This is so sad. B tier. Oh man, I need to eat some more of this rice. I think that's why I'm gonna like only do half, because I'm really hungry. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably stay on like all night. But now I big boys gotta eat. And I also like to play a little bit more Nasby, so there's other games to play. But Mario Kart's still that good. It's got that good, as some would call it. All right, Grumble Volcano, Mario Kart Wii Classic. Again, this is one of those tracks that a lot of people just, not a lot of people don't like this stage for some reason. And I can't put my finger on it. I will admit, there's something that I don't like about this stage. I know that for a fact, but for me, this is great. I love this track. Like if I see this, if I see this track, I'm like, oh yeah, Grumble Volcano is a pretty good pick. I will pick it. I have this thing where it's like there's like a couple of tracks where like my friends or like people that I race with just don't like this. Like, they'll be like, "Oh man, I hate that track," and I'll be like, "Well, guess what? I like it, so we're picking it." And then they hate me. So this is one of them. I don't know why people don't seem to enjoy this map, but I love this map. I don't even know what it is, honestly. It's like, it's pretty basic, all things considered. It's a volcano theme. You're in a cave. Cool. The music is only just fine. It's not even like that crazy, honestly. Like, nothing about... Okay, so this section right here, like at the end, oh my god, it's so cool because it starts like terraforming on the third lap, and that's pretty sick in my opinion. Okay, again, another split route. I typically go the right route, but I'll go left next time. Nope, I lied. I will go right. Yeah, so like, this part's cool. Like, the ground is now like kind of partially gone, makes things harder. I like that. You know, it's terraforming. It's a really cool terraforming stage. I don't think we get a lot of that in this game. So, really neat concept to have there. Wow, I wonder if it's just faster going that way. That certainly felt faster. I've never done that. I never hit the glider like that. Okay, the reason that I don't like the stage is because back in Mario Kart Wii, you could ramp off of this, and oh, you could still can? What the heck? Oh, never mind. I lied. I guess I'm just a freaking idiot. A tier. Never mind. That's still there. I don't know why I don't do that anymore. I might just be stupid. Dude, I discovered Suika game, the watermelon game, where you gotta like mix fruits to like make the bigger fruit, and it's an addiction. It's a disease. You know? Ah, here we go. Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road, complete with good music and all. Mario Kart Rainbow Road, Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road to be specific, is iconic. Absolutely. Like, you look at that stage and you know, like that is one of the Rainbow Roads of all time. I don't think many other Rainbow Roads reach the iconicness that Mario Kart 64's has. I think that one's like the Rainbow Road in my opinion. Like, again, I didn't play Mario Kart 64 growing up or anything like that. Like, I don't know, like Mario Kart Rainbow Road on the 64. Mario Kart Rainbow Road. Yeah, just Rainbow Road on the 64 is just iconic. I think it would have been a shame had they not brought it over to Mario Kart 8. That being said, I will admit that I feel like the vision here isn't matched up. Like like the energy that Mario Kart 64 has isn't there. And again, I feel like it looks nice. They added a bunch of like bells and whistles, but it just doesn't match up with what Mario Kart 64 had. Like, I don't know, it's not the same. It's not the same, and it's very different, and I kind of don't like it for it. Like, this could be an entirely new Rainbow Road. There's only one lap. It feels kind of short because of it. The music is still good, but that's pretty much the only thing that I'd be like, wow, that's great. Everything else I feel like is lost in the sauce. Like, the road isn't even that rainbow. Again, it just does this stupid tile thing that I don't like. B tier. Yeah, but Suika game, dude. Suika game or the watermelon game goes hard. And by hard, it means I look at it and I'm like addicted. Just simple games for the simple minded like myself. And I love it. I was thinking about streaming it, but it's like, that's a game that I play to like when I gotta talk about something. So it may not be a stream thing, because it streams. It's like I just want to play games. I'm not always the one to talk about stuff. Like, I want to talk about the game that I'm playing, and I don't think you can talk about Squeaky game all too much. You know what I'm saying? Actually, let's change it up for the boys. Where's the B dasher? I know the B dasher's in this game. They can't hide that from me. We don't got any banana related stuff. Yeah, so big fan of watermelon game. I love the physics, and I like how like especially the grapes fuck everything up because they're like triangles as compared where every other fruit's a circle. So you get to ricochet and do some crazy maneuvering. Really nice. Wario's Gold Mine on the Wii. Again, another track that I kind of grew up with, so I have a lot of familiarity with it. And I'm gonna say that the translation here was a success. I think that the move from like Wii to Mario Kart 8 was not lost here. I think this does a great job of feeling like the track from Mario Kart Wii, but also improving upon it. Again, Wario just owns the best stages, dude. Like, what is up with that? Like, Wario's Gold Mine goes hard. The music is really good too. Man, like, this stage is just so cool. And it's simple. I like the theming of it, but it's nice. It's really, really cool. Good stage overall. I love these dips here. I'm not sure. They were in Mario Kart Wii. It's just, they're more refined here, I think. Like, I feel like there's a lot more to lose here. I don't know why. That's weird, because it's like in Mario Kart Wii, if you fall, you get punished hard. But the anti-gravity section kind of works here, especially with these carts. It's like, because instead of like, when you bump into the cart, oh my god. When you bump into these carts, it's like you get a boost instead of like getting hurt. So I like that. That feels more like a quality of life change more than anything else, and I enjoy that. So, boom. Actually, this card setup feels kind of crazy. I need to, maybe I should play this in tournament more often. Oh my god. This Diddy Kong loadout goes kind of hard. But yeah, I mean for the Wario like stuff, like it's a good Wario track. There's the gold. There goes the gold. Arr. I don't know why I went pirate mode. Wario is not a pirate, but he should be. Like in Game & Wario, where he's the final boss or something like that. Yeah, not a lot to say about this track. I just think it's good. So, A tier. The hands. I bought some Pokemon cards and I shouldn't have, because my friends have been just kind of floundering their cards in front of me, and I'm like, man, I kind of want some. Talk about that more in a bit. Super Nintendo Rainbow Road. What a delight. Okay, first thing that I gotta point out immediately is this stinking square road again. It's like where it takes all the colors of the rainbow and puts them into squares. Why did it do that? Why can't it be like an actual rainbow? It's stupid. Okay, now that I've talked about that, the thwomps here look so cool because they're not just gray. They're lit. I don't know why they're lit, but I mean, I thank them for lighting them up because it adds to the visuals of the track. And oh my god, like the background of this stage, so good. Like, it's like they're the hills from like New Super Mario Brothers, but again, they're glowing, man. Like, it's like they're modified specifically to add to the visual of the stage and make the stage look as amazing as possible. And the music, again, beautifully remixed. Beautifully remixed for this specific track. The moon in the background adds so much to the visual flair, letting you know that you are very much in the sky just with just how close it is. Like, track is good. Good track to drift on. Good track to, like, you know, get into a mess on, because it's like this track is pretty bad sometimes. Like, it can get messy. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's like it's a clean sweep, but other times it's like, no, it's like it gets bad. So I love like how volatile the stage can get. And overall, easy S, the best Rainbow Road. Right up until we get to Mario Kart Wii's, and then I'll take a look and see how that does. But as far as I'm concerned, out of the three that we've done, this one easily takes it all. It's so good. All right, Ice Outpost. Not sure. This is all like split track for some reason. It's like one of my biggest complaints, especially about like the earlier stages, is like, oh man, this track is always split, and for no reason. And then it's like this is like just all that, like it's all split track for some reason. And I think the reason that it's fine here is because it's like it's themed like that for some reason. Like, it's called the Ice Outpost, but nothing about this. It's like Like, it doesn't really match up. Like, I don't know why it's split into green and yellow roads. Like, it's ice. Like, why is it green and yellow? So it's stupid, but everything else around it's like, it's cool. I like this. For being an Ice Age, it's really nice. I like this outside section where you see like the toads fishing in their boat, and then you get into the cave, and that section's pretty cool. There's a little shortcut here that you can take. Like, you can, like, it's almost like a completely different route. Like, a split from the split goes kind of crazy, but even then, it's like you can just kind of jump here if you want to. Like, you don't have to go through that other route, and it's just cool. I feel like there's a little bit of liberty, especially if you want to take that risk. So use these shortcuts at your own discretion. Like, they're hard, but they're rewarding. And this part right here, again, the split track, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't get it. Music here is phenomenal. Some of the best music in the game. I love this song particularly. I think it's one of the few pieces of Mario Kart music that I just have downloaded on my phone. Yeah, this one should be one of them. And if not this one, there's another one, but I'm not remembering it off the top of my head. But yeah, all things considered, this is a nice track. It's fine. I might be a little weak as DLC, like, because this was a DLC track, and I remember it being like, oh wow, this is kind of whack. You know, it's like I don't remember it being like good or anything like that. So yeah, that's just unfortunate. But it's okay. I feel like it's an alright track. I'm actually gonna stick it in B though. Again, it's fine. I just don't enjoy it as much. And not even the song is enough to carry it all the way to the A tier. I think B it's comfortable. It's an okay track. Hyrule Circuit, adding The Legend of Zelda into Mario Kart. Again, in terms of like IP crossovers, does it deserve it? I guess. Does it fit? Not really. I don't know. Something about Link being in a car is a little off. It's a little bit more normal now because it's like, oh wow, it's like he's got the Master Cycle in The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild. It's like, oh, okay, cool. He was never like that before, but I mean, sure. But the music here is fantastic, honestly. Good remix of the Zelda. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Like, it almost doesn't feel Zelda-like. All these toads, man. I don't think those toads should be here. I think we should have had Hylians or some other, you know, Zelda race. I don't know. I feel like it's lacking a little in the environmental setting. But going into this castle is cool. And then hitting these jewels to activate a secret ramp to jump into the Master Sword that boosts you for a trick. What a sick area. That's awesome. And again, it's like that's up. You know, it's just like it's a puzzle game. And it's like, you know, just making you hit those switches to turn them on and get to the next section. It's beautiful. It's really, really good. I will admit that that Zelda's kind of more like it's more like dungeon-like. So I'm surprised that this is one of those tracks in the game that doesn't have split roads. It's like you'd think that with like it's like you go into a dungeon, it's like you can go wherever. I mean, obviously there is like a one-way track, but it's like this is the only split portion. Like this is it, and like that's it. Like come on, man. Like this could have been one of those tracks that definitely could have benefited from being like split. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. But I like that these plants are obviously from Zelda. Oh my god. So and of course the coins are replaced with rupees, so that's good. A tier. A tier. Why did that happen? I need some more rice. A tier track for a pretty cool crossover. I'm a little sad that we didn't get a Splatoon like racetrack, and instead it got turned into a battle mode track. Shame. Very unwise, Nintendo. All right, final section for today. I should have eaten. I'm still kind of hungry, but I mean, I'm about to end anyway, so I don't need any more ads. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you showing up. I might not do the other half on stream. I might just do that off stream, just so I can get a nice recording. I'm not sure. I think the bit rate is genuinely eating up everything, so that might have been a mistake having to stream it. But final set, and this is Neo Bowser City, another Mario Kart 7 track, which I heavily enjoy. There being a Bowser stage, it's got this cool, like, it's almost like a Sonic level, almost. It's like, it's more Eggman-like than Bowser, but still, it's like, it's really cool, and the music is nice, and it doesn't, it's only Bowser in name, nothing else really. I mean, it is a fucked up track, I will give it that. People hate this track. Like, this is like the one track that I feel like people genuinely hate me for picking. And I love it for that. I think it's really messy. It gets really bad on some of these curves because it's like you just fall off so easily. And then you come out here and then there's this cool gliding section, which I'd hardly ever take because I feel like it's really risky for no reward. If not little reward, it's like, if not no reward, it's very little reward. So it just depends. But yeah, overall, this stage is awesome. I will admit it does get a little funky. It definitely gets very messy to like race on, especially on 200. Like, keep this one in the 150 cc's and you'll be fine. 200 though, this stage is an absolute mess. Like, especially with this like build. Like, I don't usually use a car like this, but it feels very fitting to have Funky Kong on this bike. So he's doing it for the showboating. And again, it's all good. Oh my god. But I love the theming of this place. It's just a really cool city. Of course, it's supposedly Bowser themed. It's missing that Bowser to it, in my opinion. I mean, there's buildings with his face on it and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. This stage is just cool thematically. Again, just one of my favorite Mario Kart 7 tracks in general. I thought it was really nice. So it's great to see it come back here. Also, like the raining. It's got that mood to it. It's got that vibe. Woohoo! Nice. The theming is cool, but the music is a little weak. I know the track sucks, but I like it personally. This is teetering between A and B. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to pick. I think in edit, I will decide its location, but it is either A or B. One of the two. It definitely doesn't reach S. All right, the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart Super Circuit's Ribbon Road. Now, let me start off with the music, because I kind of don't like it. Something about the music and the track don't go hand in hand. I feel like it's some like surfer beach dude music, and this is like a kid's room. Like I'm so sure that the vibes are off. And I don't like this song for that reason. So, I mean, if it's Funky Kong, fine. But it's like everything else it doesn't work. So yeah, the song is like kind of like weird, in my opinion. But let's get to the other part, the actual track itself. The theming on this track is awesome. Oh god, this is such a cool track. What the heck? Like, and for being like a Game Boy Advance track, it's phenomenal. Like, they took this idea of the Ribbon Road and made it work with the zero gravity, because like, oh, the ribbon is wavy. Like, yes, like that is a property of ribbon, and it works in this case because it's like, you know, you get to bounce off of it whenever you feel like it, and it gives you boost, and it's really cool. And then it's like, on top of that, it's like you're in a kid's toy room, and some of the toys are like the Mario vs. Donkey Kong toys. You got this Mega Koopa here. It's such a sick track thematically. Thematically, it carries. The track itself is really nice too. But damn, man, that theming, Like an upgraded visual, like an upgraded track from the Game Boy Advance into Mario Kart 8, and it surpasses it in every way, shape, and form. This track is awesome. I would like to present you with my highest award. That is the S tier, because this track is built right. This is such a good track. This is so good. Like, not the best to race on just for like the funsies, but damn, like they hard carried that from the Game Boy Advance and then to Mario Kart 8. Just the best adaptation around. Like, seriously, there's no other track in the game that I feel like that has an adaptation as good as this one. Just the best. Just the best. All right. All right, Super Bell Subway. This song. Ooh, this song. Hard to really say it, but I think this might be my favorite song in the game. And it's got both underground and above ground, and both of them are really good, so I'm right there with this song. This song is just so good. Such a vibe. It's just like there's a sense of like tranquility but knowing that you're also like a little busy. It's like it's telling you to go, but it's not rushing. So it's stupid freaking music analysis, right? But besides that, I love the idea of driving around a subway. It's kind of up there with like the planes and like the highways and stuff. Like, I love that. I don't know why. Like, I like tracks that put you in like really like weird situations. Like, you would normally not drive a car through an airport, but then it's like Mario Kart makes it happen, and it's really cool. And it's like same thing here. It's like you want to drive through a subway station, and again, it's like you get to do it with Mario Kart. So I love that. It's like I like when you get to do things like that. I think it's just a male fantasy. It's like, oh man, it's like I wish I could go at 180 on the freeway because it's all open, and I just want to like start racing around and stuff like that. That's kind of what Mario Kart does with some of these tracks for me. So I love this track thematically. The track itself is really good as well, I think. I love these sections up on the top. Like, they're weird forks, but they work because it's like you get to avoid the train if you want, and then you even get to ride on top of the subway and then get some boosts if you want. So given that you can stay on, so again, that's a skill check, which I enjoy heavily, and hard to say. I'm not sure how many people actually enjoy this stage the way I do. But since it's a personality thing, it's for me personally, we're giving it an S tier. Love it. Love it. Here it is, Big Blue. Oddly enough, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only game, like the only crossover game, to get a second track in Mario Kart. It's like, I think Zelda has one, I think Animal Crossing has one. I guess if you want to count the Splatoon battle track, that's like one. But then F-Zero gets two. And that's cool. So this stage, I think, is I like it more than Mute City. The music helps a lot. I like the music a lot more here than I do over there. And this track, it's just like, it's one lap, quote unquote. It's like just get to the finish. And it's cool. I love this place. I love the water section, and the water pushes you forward to stay on the water to get boost, to go faster. This section right here is really, really good. Dumb for no reason. Oh my god! And of course, it's like, F-Zero tracks are just cool, so yeah. Again, with the split tracks, I don't even know about this one. I think I just go the right every time. Oh my god. Yeah, but the music really carries here, and yeah, good music. S tier. Good. I love this place. Love this track. We'll pick it. every day of the week. So cool. And the zero gravity works wonders on this one too, because you know that you're going up and then making your way down. Like, I don't like the feel of zero gravity is here for this one, barely, but it's here. And I think that might have been my last track for today. I will stop the stream there for today. So thank you for everyone who showed up. I will get to the other 48 tracks probably tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream it to Twitch. I'm thinking about live streaming to Discord, actually. So I might try that tomorrow and see if I can get that set up. But thank you, everyone, for coming in. I will try to get this started. Hopefully, the video doesn't look terrible, but I'm assuming it will. Because Mario Kart, for some reason, is a hard game to record for. But yeah, that'll do it for me today. Make sure to catch me whenever I go live next. This week, we got Super Mario RPG coming up. So that's going to be like my next big game. And that'll be, I think, Friday night and not Saturday morning. But I'll see to that when I get to it. All right. Good night, guys.